Reducing Your Cancer Risk, a Holistic Approach, was written to increase awareness of cancer prevention and the Carl O. Helvey Holistic Cancer Foundation. Statistics show that 1 of 2 people in the United States will have cancer during their lifetime, and 40% of these are preventable. The book is organized around a simplified public health framework that assumes health and illness are processes that result from multiple factors in humans, the disease or disabling agent, and the environment that brings them together. Interaction of these multiple factors to cause illness and cancer requires a strong disease or disabling agent, a weakened human, and an unfavorable environment. Preventative interventions focus on reducing or eliminating disease and disabling agents, the unfavorable environments, and also improving humans' resistance before they interact and thereby preventing cancer. Categories of preventative interventions that can reduce or eliminate environmental carcinogens include electromagnetic waves, ultraviolet waves, carcinogenic chemicals, and carcinogenic metals. Ways to reduce or eliminate these carcinogens and research on the cancers they cause are discussed. For example, electromagnetic waves are found in computers, televisions, cell phones, wired and wireless electronics, and may be more concentrated in cities and apartment buildings than in single-family homes. Cell phones may cause cancer of the brain and reproductive organs, and other sources of electromagnetic waves may cause leukemia in children. In addition, 2 national health agencies have labeled electromagnetic frequencies as possible carcinogen. Keep your distance from sources of EMF, turn off when not in use, and avoid holding cell phones to your ear. Ultraviolet waves from the sun or tanning beds can cause skin cancer, including melanoma. This can be reduced by avoiding sunshine during the most intense light periods during the day, such as around the noon hour, or by wearing protective clothing, using sunscreen, and eating antioxidant foods that reduce the sun's damage. Although sunscreens are controversial because of the chemicals used, most researchers believe they're helpful. An important carcinogenic chemical to avoid is bisphenol, a BPA that's found in plastic. It's an endocrine disruptor and causes breast and prostate cancers. It's found in plastic bottles of spring water and leaches into the water when transported in the summer. Bisphenol is carcinogenic when subsequently drank by consumers. It's also found in the lining of many canned foods as a preservative. Switch to BPA-free cans and bottles, such as Amy's BPA-free cans, to avoid it. An important metal that research shows may cause cancer is mercury. One study of people with and without mercury in their oral fillings showed significant increase of cancer in the group with mercury fillings. Some people have had these fillings removed by a biological dentist to prevent cancer. There are also things humans can do to become more resistant to cancer. In a holistic approach to cancer prevention, we consider the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. In the physical body, one can become more resistant by improving or adding nutrition, exercise patterns, fluids such as water and milk, supplements, immune builders, sleep, smoking cessation, and the use of sound or music. Research shows that 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week can reduce cancer risk by 50%, and proper nutrition can reduce it by 35%. Proper nutrition should be organic as much as possible, non-GMO, with plenty of fruits and vegetables, especially raw ones, and some grains and nuts. One should also use a good source of fat, such as extra virgin, cold-pressed organic olive oil for low or no heat preparation, and coconut for high-temperature cooking. They should also include anti-inflammatory and antioxidant foods, and avoid farm-grown fish and seafood because of harmful toxins. Avoid eating large fish that have higher concentrations of mercury than smaller fish. Also avoid simple carbohydrates such as cakes, pies, and candy, except on special occasions. Watch glycemic levels of foods and avoid sugar substitutes that may be carcinogenic, except stevia that's a natural plant. Although there are more suggestions in the book, these are some of those discussed. One supplement mentioned in the book is vitamin A, and the spice is turmeric or curcumin. Research shows that therapeutic doses of vitamin A will prevent normal cells from converting to cancer cells, and turmeric, in appropriate doses, has a similar effect. Other supplements and spice research and their effects on cancer are discussed. In the mental spiritual area of cancer prevention, such activities such as prayer, meditation, using affirmations, forgiving others, being grateful and optimistic, and helping your fellow man are included. For example, research shows that 60% of cancer patients have a forgiveness problem. Failure to forgive leads to chronic anxiety, so one is less able to prevent or survive cancer. In addition, optimism has been shown to reduce the CA-125 protein that's one marker for ovarian cancer. Research on mental spiritual activities and how to include them in your life are discussed. Over 75 national and international authorities whom the author interviewed are linked to such topics such as GMO, nutrition, exercise, faith, meditation, forgiveness, gratitude, music healing, EMF, chemicals, metals, and other carcinogens. Reducing Your Cancer Risk, a holistic approach, is available at www.holisticcancerfoundation.com, as well as Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and other bookstores. All proceeds are used to further education on cancer prevention and treatment.